The power of uneven distribution, unveiling the 80-20 principle. The 80-20 principle, also known as the Pareto principle, is a powerful idea. It suggests that roughly 80% of effects come from 20% of causes. This concept was first observed by Italian economist Vilfredo Pareto in the late 19th century. He noticed that 80% of the land in Italy was owned by 20% of the population. Pareto's observation extended beyond land ownership. He found similar patterns in other areas. This principle highlights an imbalance. It shows that results are not evenly distributed. A small number of factors often have a disproportionately large impact. Understanding this principle is crucial. It helps us focus our efforts on what truly matters. By identifying and leveraging the vital few, we can achieve significant results. The 80-20 principle is a valuable tool for anyone seeking success. Demystifying the 80-20 rule, simple examples for clarity. The 80-20 rule might seem abstract at first. However, simple examples illustrate its relevance in everyday life. Consider your wardrobe. You probably wear 20% of your clothes 80% of the time. This is a classic example of the principle in action. In business, the 80-20 rule suggests that 80% of a company's revenue likely comes from 20% of its customers. Similarly, 20% of a company's products or services may generate 80% of its profits. Understanding this dynamic allows businesses to focus on their most valuable assets. Personal productivity also benefits from this principle. Are 80% of your accomplishments driven by 20% of your efforts? By identifying the most productive tasks, you can optimize your time. This allows you to achieve more with less effort. The 80-20 rule in action, business, productivity, and life. The 80-20 rule has broad applications. In business, it helps identify key customers, products, and marketing channels. By focusing on the 20% that generates the most revenue, businesses can streamline operations. This leads to increased profitability. For personal productivity, this principle encourages prioritization. By focusing on the 20% of tasks that yield the most significant results, individuals can maximize their output. This leads to a greater sense of accomplishment and reduced stress. In personal life, the 80-20 rule can be applied to relationships, hobbies, and even happiness. By identifying the 20% of activities that bring the most joy, individuals can prioritize their time accordingly. This leads to a more fulfilling life. Section 4. The significance of the vital few. Why focus matters. The 80-20 rule emphasizes the importance of focus. It encourages us to identify and leverage the vital few. These are the inputs that have a disproportionate impact on our desired outcomes. By understanding this principle, we can avoid spreading ourselves too thin. We can resist the temptation to do everything. Instead, we can channel our energy into areas where it truly matters. Focus is a key ingredient for success. The 80-20 rule provides a framework for achieving it. By concentrating on the vital few, we can unlock extraordinary results. Section 5. Embracing the 80-20 principle, practical steps for implementation. Adopting the 80-20 rule requires a shift in mindset. It involves identifying and challenging assumptions. Start by tracking your time and analyze how you spend it. Identify the activities that yield the greatest returns. Once you've identified the vital few, find ways to delegate or eliminate the rest. This frees up time and energy to focus on what truly matters. Don't be afraid to say no to tasks that don't align with your goals. Remember, the 80-20 rule is a guide, not a rigid formula. It's about working smarter, not harder. By embracing this principle, you can achieve remarkable results in all areas of your life. Section 6. Conclusion. Unlocking success with the 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule is a powerful tool for anyone seeking to maximize their impact. By understanding and applying this principle, we can unlock extraordinary results in our personal and professional lives. Remember to focus on the vital few. Prioritize your efforts and leverage the power of uneven distribution. The 80-20 rule is not about working harder, it's about working smarter. Embrace this principle and unlock your full potential.